Okay. Let's go.
Okay, so we're ready. Should we just walk in? How do you want us to do?
Walk in. I'll close the door because it needs to be dark.
Okay, so we're going to be all together in the dark. Okay, great. We have, let me just do count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's what I thought. Okay. Okay, we check. And we're not going to look like the break could be going to another person's thing. Does that make sense? So some of you might need to leave a little bit early. Some people might, just get your pieces set up. Okay.
All right.
Okay, let's do it.
Yes.
Is there a special way you want us to interact with this? Or you want people to,
Yeah.
Who's going to be the guinea pig?
Yeah. You should sit right here. And you shouldn't be on this side, otherwise you mess up the projection. But yeah, you can walk around the room, you can play, but the best thing is to play and try to look to that and that at the same time.
Okay, somebody playing, somebody who's good at playing, somebody's an expert player.
So the controls are just, regular first-person shooters. And the idea is trying to change a little bit of the perception of the game by projecting it into a different type of material and how it distorts the perception of the viewer. And, well, it has to do with mapping as well. So what is happening here, there is a 3D environment here. And what I did, I mapped out a video that I made on a 3D object, which in this case, it's trees.
Jan, let us look at it first and then tell us about it.
Oh, okay.
I love you, but let us look at it first.
Okay. Sorry.
Because let people respond to it and see what they get out of it, and then tell us how you did it and what was important to you.
Okay.
And people can ask Tam questions, though, so you can do that. So if you have questions or comments for Tam, go for it. Not helpful, sorry. Is it arrows that I can use to go through here?
What?
Arrows?
No. It's the mouse to look, and then WASD. Or I think the arrows work. Yeah, the arrows will work. Right now you're looking? Yeah.
Where's that noise coming from?
Computer.
Oh, okay.
So there's breathing going on behind you.
Yes.
Okay, questions or comments for Tam?
So it's an individual piece or kind of like a group piece?
It's a group piece. So those two, they are related in some way. So I guess that's clear.
But
What are
you
the
can't.
textures on the trees?
What?
What are the textures on the trees? I know you can tell they're video ones, but it's hard to see what they are. But
Well, that is a problem because the texture of the trees are video of the cycle of the forest. So it begins with the forest catching on fire, and then time goes by, and then it grows back again, and then fire again, and then they grow back again. That cyclicity that the forest has.
I almost wish I could see like trees like spawning and then like just disappearing and like keeps on like.
Yeah, yeah. Like on the video, that's what it does. But I try to do it in Unity. It's like
It was hard, yeah.
because I use paint effects on Maya, so I actually rendered the video of the plants growing. So yeah.
Okay, other questions about content for Tam?
Is there a reason I can't see the other screen while I'm looking at this screen?
You were supposed to see at least a little bit. I think the fabric ended up being too thick, I guess.
If somebody sits here and I hold it like this, can you see through it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is, okay, so that's something to think about.
Okay.
That if somebody sits there, can someone hold it so I can see really quickly, because I think that's really important. Yeah, okay, it still needs to be a little more sheer though,
Yeah.
but I like, and is this gonna just regenerate on its own, or do I need to do something?
You're just turn around and force it, like.
Yeah.
What?
You're
You're just
seeing the
looking on it,
ground.
so
Yeah, you're looking at the ground. You just need to go a little. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Is there a way to like diffuse some of the projector light so it's not so bright? Because I think you might be able to see better through that.
If this one is not so bright.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Well,
And in the trunks of the trees is the cycle of the flower forest,
Yes.
right?
yes.
Okay, so I'm just curious, why are these trees not pine trees?
Mostly because I couldn't find the pine trees are actually on the video. So on the program I couldn't import the trees. They were too high poly. That was the problem.
Because that's my only biggest thing here. There's two things for me. I mean, I'm really enjoying a lot of what's going on here. Like, I like seeing the fire in the trees. That's okay, that's not even. But if you're talking about the, and you're very clearly doing the forest in that
Yeah.
video there. I don't know, for me, and I don't know how other people may disagree with me, and if you do, please say so. I wanted, because pine trees are such an important part of that thing, like I wanted
Yeah.
some pine trees. But I think this is really interesting. I mean, the painting animation is really nice to me. The fire, I mean, there's a lot of really, really interesting things going on here. There's just like two tiny things. Well, I guess the pine trees aren't so tiny, but anyway. I don't know, what do other people think about things? What do people think about the textures? What about people think about the idea of seeing through something, look at something else? It's a really interesting combination of painting and videos.
I like the textures on like I think I would have figured it out, but like if it was just a little bit longer, it loops too fast and then like it kind of like threw
okay.
me.
Okay.
Like, I wasn't really sure, like I just couldn't grab what it was, but then after you said like it's like the span, well then I could see it. But I think if it was just like a long loop of texture, like it would be easier to like
Okay. Yeah, that is easy to adjust. It's no problem. I actually thought of using the painting as a way to bring back, because this is like highly abstract. This is like figurative. So.
But even for this one, there's a couple, I have a couple suggestions. One thing could be, is like even if you just made, these are already really stylized as sort of abstract trees in here, like what if you just made like geometric forms that were the shape of pine trees and didn't even worry so much about about how realistic the trees were.
Oh, yes, yes.
Because
Yeah.
for me, I don't know, what do you people think what is important to you in here? Is it the trees, is it the video, is it the ground? Like, what are you drawn to in this?
I was drawn to the trees and the griddiness of the trees.
Okay, so the grid. What are other people drawn to?
Maybe if it was also like more life size, like the trees are like so video game size, like.
Oh, but it's
'Cause,
more
like,
like.
somewhere in the forest where like this tall once a tree that's so
Oh,
huge. And then this one
yes.
it feels like we're halfway up the tree
Yes,
already.
yes. That's true.
I kind of wish these two were switched. So if you could see through the screen that you were navigating on this one, because I feel like this video is lost because you're so concentrated on like this, on navigating through the space. But if you had to look through that maybe to play this game, I think that might connect them a little bit better. I
That's
don't
an
know.
interesting idea, but you'd have to have much more sheer fabric.
Yeah.
You know, like drapery, like the kind of fabric that people use for drapes, you know, the ones that you could sort of see through.
Yes,
Kind of-
yes.
If somehow you could make like that like very faint or something,
Mm-hmm.
or like and like mask off that black.
The scenes, those two scenes that are being, is there only two in the drawing?
Yeah. I intended to make more, but it's
Are
true.
they, are they supposed to be part of the cycle that's going on here, or are they just like areas of the forest?
They are just areas of the forest. This is my mapping of the forest, and this is what I'm trying to tell here. For me, mapping is a form of representation, but you can have different takes on it. So this is mine, this is how I see, the forest, how I've mapped it. And this is another way of mapping it. Like, the video translates to the time and how, the cycle of the forest maps time and its age, and it's being projected onto a 3D tree, which is another object. So it's a projection of a projection of a projection. It's being projected here. So yeah.
I think you need to slow the
The-
time cycle down.
yes. Yeah.
And I kind of almost like, to me, they're still a little bit disconnected. Like, I want to be able to draw while you're drawing this, so my representation of your representation of it. Like, to me, they're kind of disconnected right now.
What do you mean draw while I'm drawing this?
Well, we're watching you
Yes.
represent this map, but
Okay.
however, like, that's your map of it.
Mm-hmm.
So like in order to interpret your process, I think maybe an interactive element would kind of be helpful, where like we're mapping what you mapped, kind of the projection of the projection or something. I feel like there just needs to be some sort of goal or something. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say.
I think though your earlier suggestion, Allison, of somehow swapping them, or even making this so you could, I think even just making this so you could actually see through it and have it be stretched
Yeah.
out would do like worlds of difference. And like
Yeah.
in terms of the materiality, like the more I'm thinking about it, like why not use a piece of vellum? Like really,
Yeah.
really transparent vellum, which is paper, which would hang flat, you
Yeah.
can hang it flat. I think it'd be a lot easier to deal with the cloth. Paper then refers back to the forest itself. I don't know,
And drawing.
And drawing.
Yeah, that is a very good idea. So vellum, that's the name, right?
Back to what Allison said about like drawing, or like that we were drawing, like it made me think like if that span was longer of like the loop of the fire, what happens if like it just put a line on the floor, like of our path that we're taking through this forest, and then every time that it regenerated itself and had the fire, then the line would go.
Have for example like a mini map of what you're drawing on the side.
And then once it gets like that once the fire comes in, then it clears it out and leaves room for like a new path.
Yeah.
So like then it's not like an infinitely drawn. Like then it would regenerate it.
Mm-hmm.
Can you project this video onto the trees? Not that that would make a difference.
this video onto the trees. Yep.
I kind of wish that the paintings like kind of reference like the fire and like, the,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
little birth of trees.
Oh.
I feel like the images like they're beautiful, but they're kind of disconnected from like the cycle that's happening in these ones.
Oh, okay.
Even if you had the beginning of that start with some char black action happening in there, you know, like that we know that, like, I don't know, but I think that's a good idea too. Yeah.
I think that might fix a lot of things. Yeah. You just had like kind of fire kind of consume your drawing.
Uh-huh.
And then it
Oh, so
restarted- and it
so
restarted.
Even if
Yeah.
that's just like your
oh,
transition.
so I could, for example, start with the fire and then erase it back and start, you know, drawing the trees and then fire again. And,
Yeah.
ah. Oh,
Yeah, I think that would fix a lot of things.
this is nice. Okay. Okay. Awesome.
Anything else for Tam? We've
Beautifully
got
done.
another minute and 15 seconds. Let's
What?
use it. Let's make the best of it.
You say everything's beautifully done.
Thank you.
Were you using the little pad? I can't think of what it's called.
What?
Were you using the little tablet thing to
Yeah.
draw?
Yeah, it's Photoshop.
Yeah, I would really, and I'm thinking about, we'll see how the whole crit goes, like our whole class goes, but this piece just needs a little bit more and it's done. Like we've nailed it, it's
Yeah.
done,
Uh-huh.
it'll be like a piece worth showing somewhere. You know, it's a little bit complicated to, I mean, the setup's a little complicated to show, well, it's not complicated here, it might be complicated for somewhere else, but I just think it's worth getting this piece right and getting it documented and putting it in your portfolio.
Yeah.
I think it's that interesting, and I think people, yeah, I think a lot of people will be interested. We could just tie the life cycle of the fire together and get this screen.
If for example I were to reset up this, like for example in a weekend or anything like that, would you guys come?
What was that?
Would you come? Yes, you would.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, if you redid it.
Yeah.
They did it, yeah.
Okay. 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 I'll let you know.
Okay, great job. I think, should we do a clap thing today? What do you guys feel like?